Hi guys, it's about 10:30 Eastern. It's about 9:30 Central on this Wednesday morning, August 29th, 2012. I'm Stephen Boyle. So, again, we'll go in depth with Isaac, and actually, guess what? We have Kirk now, and then there's another area of development that we're watching out for. So there's three areas of tropical weather going on right now. I will focus on that a little bit later on today, and sort of really uh, watch that for you. And of course, again, live chat. And I really, if you're listening to this, if you can, you know, um, it would be nice if I could answer some questions. And again, I am going to be posting 2 live chats today. And I'll be doing this every day. One on live stream, which you go to livestream.com slash channel slash New England. This is all lowercase and all one word, New England WX Center. So there you'll be able to watch my live update. I probably will be doing it a little bit later on today, probably sometime this afternoon or evening. And I'll also be doing the one that'll be right on my YouTube channel, which I should be doing sometime this afternoon or evening. And I'll know a little bit more about when I'll be doing these exactly a little bit later. So you can ask when I'll be doing these, and I'll eventually get my answer to you before I actually start my video chat. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what's going on across the country. Well, to start everything off, obviously there's Isaac. Bunches of watches and warnings and advisories and things like this. But again, it's to be expected with a tropical storm. So overall, other than that, nothing is major going on across the country. It's beautiful out this morning here in New England. I mean, I'm telling you, it's gorgeous, and it's gonna be even more gorgeous tomorrow morning. Now, it depends upon how cool you like your temperatures to be. Currently here, at 66. Actually, I'll bring you right over to Westover, and this will give you a sort of a good idea of what might happen tonight. So it looks like we're going to be dropping down into the low to mid 40s. Chilly stuff, okay? I like it, okay? But some of you may not like it. That's just how it goes. We're getting into fall now. It's going to be a gorgeous day today. 76 here with dry weather, and it's just going to be perfect out there. Tomorrow will be a touch warmer. I would say probably 83 to 85 with a low, still gorgeous, low to mid 50s. And then on Friday will be a warm day. We'll say upper 80s to around 90 degrees with lows into the 60s. But then after that, it's all in the 70s and 80s. I mean, look at this. 83, 79, 77, 77. So it looks gorgeous, if you ask me. I'm not complaining about that forecast. Let's check out what's going on across other portions of New England here. I know there's a lot of other areas that are cooler. So let's head to the north. Let's go first off in Vermont, where I'm going to be most likely going to college right here. So let's see what's going on up there this morning. See what the current temperature is. Takes a little while for things to load up here, but that's okay. Let's click on it again. Alright, 64 up there this morning. It's going to be a little warmer up there tonight. 47 tonight, instead of the 45 that we're going to be seeing. So that is a little interesting. Also, let's work our way on up into portions of New Hampshire. Let's talk a little bit about Berlin, New Hampshire. get specific, but so let's take a check on what's going up in northern Maine. See what they're seeing up there this morning. And overall, let's just, again, it takes a little while, but this sort of will give you a good picture of what what most regions of New England are seeing today. 63 up there. Today they're only going to get hit 67, but tonight they're going to be warmer than we are. 50. So that's pretty impressive. Now, what we're going to do is, I think, if I saw correctly, portions of New York actually are going to be cooler tonight. Going to be some of the cooler spots. 59 right now. It's pretty chilly. 68 today. 45 for a low tonight. It's going to feel a lot like fall out there through some regions here. I'm going to actually move down into some of the some parts of the Berkshires and see what's going on out there. Give a little check on that. Again, I'm from New England, so if I'm talking too much about the weather in my region, I'm sorry. We'll get to what's going on across the country in a minute. 63 here in portions of the Berkshires. 73 today. It's going to be perfect out there. 43 tonight. Sounds cold to people who live down in the South or in the Midwest. Hey, actually, no, I don't want to do that right now. But what I do want to do is let's take a check on the radar, and you will notice that nothing is going on. High resolution version. Yeah, nothing going on. Some of these little sprits that you're seeing are actually just from the radar scan. However, this is our friend Isaac. This is our friend Isaac, and of course this will continue to work its way in this direction. Some of the models have it taken it out like this. It doesn't look likely at this time. Okay, let's just put it into motion to just see, to make sure that it's actually moving in the direction that I think it's moving in. Yeah, it's moving in the direction that I believe that it was moving in. I don't think there's a question in my mind that it's going to continue to ride up like this. The NAM model has it actually taking it out like this, and it has it doing other stuff. To be honest with you, that's not right. It's going to move in this direction. It'll eventually be moving through. So eventually it'll be affecting most of Mississippi and portions of Louisiana later today. And then by sometime tonight, portions of Tennessee and Arkansas should be starting to get into that action. Again, these little sprits that you're seeing on the radar imagery, I don't think they're rain. I think they're just things from the radar beams. And yeah, this area of rain down here is actually that area of rain that we saw this morning, or saw come off of Isaac the other day. So that, friends, is what's going on across the country. Well, right now. It's absolutely gorgeous out there. I love it. Okay, let's take a check on the NAM model. And again, look at how it just takes it right on into portions of eastern Louisiana. Not right. Not right at all. And actually, if I show you the 6Z NAM, they actually have it even, which is the most recent NAM model that's out. You'll notice that they actually have it further to the west. Look at how it brings it right into Texas. Again, I don't think that's right. It's inaccurate. Just, doesn't seem likely at this point. Look at how it just this is the Canadian model and is a little bit more on the accurate side. However, the Canadian has the low possible, but overall, I don't think that scenario will be panning out. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the GFS, and here is that system, and this is actually the most recent, or this is the 0Z NAM. Again, I'm not a fan of the 6 and the 18Z because they don't use weather balloon data. The 0Z and the 12Z use weather balloon data. So I like that to be a little bit more into my forecast because, well, it's actual data from what's going on out there. So as we continue to move on here, you can sort of see here's Isaac, and it continues to work its way towards the north. And it does look like Isaac will eventually affect us here in New England by sometime mid part of next week with some rains. Whether these rains are in southern New England or northern New England at this time, I'm not sure, but that's what it's looking to me at this point. And actually what's going to happen here is Isaac, or the remnants of Isaac, will actually usher in cooler air. You'll notice here's a nice big trough, and then this continues to work its way into New England. Okay, so that's pretty good news. Okay, that's good news because that shows to me that, well, and then actually towards the end of the period, an even stronger trough moves in. So we're gonna have to see what happens, but this is looking something to me like this is very good news because this shows to me that the winter pattern is already starting to shape itself out. Now this is the most recent GFS, and again, similar, very similar. They have the main rains in through central New England. We'll just have to see what happens with that. But then there's another system, and then of course we get that second trough coming in a little later on, and this could be really bringing in some chilly air with it. So we're going to have to see what happens. Alright, what I want to do is with the GFS, I want to show you what the rainfall is being predicted at this particular time. So we're going to start off with days 1 through 5. And this shows you that most of the rains are going to be staying generally between the Gulf Coast going through central portions of Ohio and really the Ohio River Valley. Then, this is again the 0Z. By hour 2:40, you can sort of see how all these rains have shifted its way into New England. So we're going to have to see what happens with that, but that could be kind of an interesting situation that pans itself out. Then we go to hour 360, and then yet again probably not much rain being expected through that time towards the end of the period. Now let's take a check on the 6Z rainfall, and again I'm not a fan of the 6Z, but we'll have to see what happens. At this particular point, they're actually saying close to 10 inches of rain into some localized regions of the Ohio River Valley, so we'll have to watch out for that. Again, a lot of rain down into the Gulf Coast as well. And then we take a check and see what's going on. And you can sort of see that towards the north, they keep the heavier rains towards the north. We'll have to see again what happens with that situation. And then you sort of see that after that, most of the rain is, we don't see too much in the way of rain around here in New England after that. But overall, that is what's going on right now across the country. And again, I will be doing some live updates a little later on this afternoon. So I hope you all join me for that. But for right now, that's it. I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we'll be back later on today with live updates. Take care, everyone.